This is a plea to all pregnant mums, to postnatal mums in the last year or two. If you have had good care at some point by a midwife, support worker, a doctor, whoever it is in your journey, please, please, please feed it back to the unit that you were under. This can be through PALS, it can be through a card, it can be through an email, it can be through your family and friends tests as well. The difference it can make to the retention of experienced midwives, newly qualified midwives, to our support workers, to our doctors is huge. And this isn't to negate the issues that are in maternity services across the country right now. I know the system isn't working for a lot of people in a lot of different ways right now, but maternity services is one of the hardest places to work right now, and the retention of midwives, of doctors, of obstetricians, of maternity care support workers is dropping. I have friends and colleagues up and down the country in a variety of different maternity units, and I don't know very many people, especially midwives, for example, who aren't looking at alternative careers right now. I sit regularly with midwives, with maternity care support workers who come in, have a cry and a wobble, as I do with my colleagues and friends, can I just point out, because the level of care that they want to provide and the amount of care that they want to provide, they are unable to. I sit regularly and talk to lots of colleagues from around the country and also colleagues that I work with, and have a very good cry about the pressures that exist currently in the system. Midwives don't train for 3 years and work a variety of nights, weekends, shift works, Christmases, unpaid in your student training, to not come out and want to give good care. This is a vocation for many people who are doctors, midwives, maternity care assistants in the NHS. They come in because they want to do a good job and they want to make a difference in the majority of cases. Yes, they do have bills to pay, and so there is an element that it is still a job. No midwives, no doctors are angels or heroic or anything along those lines, but the majority of them get up in the morning, come to work, want to do a really good job and want to make a positive difference to people's lives. But it has increasingly become so difficult to be able to do the job. And the amount of times that we all go home and we just cry the whole way home because we don't feel like we have given the level of care that we would have liked to have give or that we would have liked to have received ourselves. And that's because it's just too busy sometimes. And as for staffing levels, that's a whole other ballgame. If you do have good care somewhere along the lines, or you have someone who makes a difference, please feed it back to them. Email them, email PALS, email the ward managers maybe try and get hold of them, send in a card or a letter. Honestly, it makes the world a difference. When I have conversations with midwives and maternity care assistants when they've been named in some of these things, they are absolutely thrilled, and it makes them feel so much better at the care that they have provided to people. And if you didn't have a positive experience, I'm so sorry if that was the case. The system is under massive pressures right now. There are birth reflection services that you can refer to in most hospitals. You can contact PALS as well to be able to feed back. I wish more than anything the system was set up differently. I wish it was fully resourced. I wish that there was more than enough staff in all of the different areas. And I wish women had the time that they deserve and that they expect to have that care provision. I would love to be able to retain as many maternity care professionals as possible, because when midwives, maternity care assistants, doctors leaves, what that means is there's less staff in the system being able to provide care. When there's less staff, then those existing staff are then stretched even further. That means that women don't get as much care as they deserve and need and expect. And that then leads to increased birth trauma, increased interventions, and it leads to women feeling not listened to, unheard, and it really has an impact. And I long for the day where all women, every single person, gets the care that they want, need, deserve, and expect. And where women are listened to and heard.